Well, hello, this is going to be a quick review of this replacement 10 by 20 canopy. First, let's start with the pros, then we'll cover the cons, then I'll give you my rating at the very end. Let's start with the pros. This is our 10 by 20 carport you see here. It's actually our second garage, really. And the replacement canopy, which you ordered a 10 by 20, fits perfectly. As you can see with the risers, we have a nice overhang with the risers here on the front. On the sides, you see it's perfectly overhung here. On the sides as well, as we get towards the back area, again, with the risers, we have a nice overhang. I'm not quite done buttoning it up. Still got a couple of more of the bungee cords to put on, but as you can see, I got plenty of overhang for the bungee cords and for the waterfall to come down. Second thing I want to cover is the material itself. Nice thick material here. This is the, I guess you call this the more professional grade. You can see a little bit through it, but if you get down here to the where we have the edges, it's very, very thick. Okay, even up here as we get towards the where the grummets are, you can see the material is very, very thick. The seams are very thick, and material overall looks very, very strong. The other pro, really, I like with this particular unit is the fact that we have grummets along the risers as well. So as you can see with the risers, we have grummets along the edges. So we can put bungee cords here and really get this all nice and tight. All right, now for the cons. And really the only con I have for this particular canopy is the grummets itself. As I mentioned, the grummets are in this nice thick material here. So there's a good thickness behind it. However, it's not quite symmetrical from side to side. Let me give you an example. You can see on this side here, we have a grummet that's right here. And then here's the corner. And if we count all the way across, it's actually 18 all the way across here. When we get to the other side, it does end on a corner, but there's no grummet over here. Now, if we come up the risers, you can see there's grummets here, which is perfectly great. We come to this side and look, there's a grummet here. So there's one on each corner, but not symmetrical. And then we have the corner piece going across. We do have all 18. So there's 18 on both sides. So you're saying, what's the problem? Why is that a con? Well, the con has to do with the spacing. You know, if I come across here, you notice how this is spaced across two poles? If I come across here, look how much wider the spacing is, and you can see there's actually one hidden here. So going from side to side, if I were to go from here to side to here, they don't line up properly. Now, the problem I have with that is tension. It's not going to evenly load the tension across from side to side for winds. It's going to be a little bit off-centered for the tension, which might cause a problem. Not quite sure yet. But that's really the only con I have, is that these grummets are not perfectly symmetrical side by side. And one side, like this corner here, there's a grummet there. But if I come across a riser and go to this corner, there is no grummet here. That's my review here of this replacement 10 by 20 canopy, which again, the pro is that it fits the 10 by 20 frame just perfectly well. Nice overhang of the risers, nice overhang here for the edges. It fits on both ends, symmetrical. The fit is great. The material is nice and thick, and the thickness counts where we have the grummets. It's a thick material. Corners are thick, seams are thick, and the actual material itself seems like it's a pretty thick material, so it should last for at least a couple of years here with our Santa Ana winds and the storms we have and so on and so forth. Now, for the con, really only one con, and that has to do with those grummets. They're not symmetrical. So if you look at the grummets, the 18 grummets here on the side, on this side, and also on the other side there, they don't line up perfectly. So the only thing I'm worried about is the tension line between, let's say, this grummet here to the top, and then from this back here, not the same line. So that may cause tearing. It may cause something else, not quite sure. So overall, I'm going to give it a 5-star rating because I'm very happy with this. We'll see how long it lasts. Anyways, hope this review is helpful to you. Have a great day.